I just finished Longshot, which is a 2001 movie that I'm not sure how it got made. The whole movie basically hinges on the fact that you enjoy seeing pretty much every boy and girl group that existed in the late 90s doing cameos, but not actually being part of the movie. The movie itself had little to nothing to do with any of them. They just all show up in random places. Some of them as bands, like as themselves performing, and some of them as characters. Like several of the NSYNC guys were either flight crew in a plane or in a pizza parlor. Britney Spears was a flight attendant. Dwayne the Rock Johnson shows up as a mugger. Yeah, the movie, the actual plot of the movie was pretty nonsensical. Um, and there were not really any stakes for the most part. The timeline was really wonky. It was unclear whether things were happening in a day or 2 days or a month, which then seemed to matter at certain points because then people would call out, it's been several days so far, or these weeks that we spent together, blah, 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 you know. But really impossible to tell what was going on or what any of the characters wanted at any given time. And it was a surprisingly chaste movie for a movie that was sort of about people falling in love and getting together in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, like no, I don't think any of the characters even kissed like at all. Even when they were like getting together, they would just sort of share a long, pretty chaste hug. So, yeah, this movie is super forgettable. Like I can't imagine it did well at the box office. And again, like it's only really enjoyable if you could spot the various cameos. There were multiple times that because of the way a character was interacting in a scene or being framed by the shot, it seemed pretty clear that they were a cameo, but I had no idea who they were. And it was really hard to even look a lot of them up on IMDb because, you know, they didn't have a character name or anything like that. So, or they would just say it was played by this person. And then I had no idea if that person was a person in a boy or girl band, or if they were, you know, like an actor that maybe never got in very many roles. Yeah, the main kid looked a lot like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but definitely was not him. And the big bully at school, like his arch rival in the first act of the movie, that quickly dissolved. But in the first act of the movie was Zachary Ty Bryan, who played Jonathan Taylor Thomas's older brother on Home Improvement. And then his older brother, who was a gigolo or maybe a personal trainer or both, was very much like a Kmart Emilio Estevez. Both of them were just very bad actors. Neither of their girlfriends, who were a mother and a daughter, also super weird there. So you had two brothers dating a mother and a daughter and all falling in love together. So that's weird. I guess if the older brother and the mom got married, then the daughter would be dating her uncle. Yeah. Yep, that's how that would go. And stepniece. So yeah, anyway, weirdo movie, not interesting at all. More forgettable than bad. But yeah, thanks to Sarah and Alex Villafane for donating $100 so that to make me watch this movie. It was very dumb and very bad. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I never even heard of this movie, so I'm curious if anyone else did. I'd love to hear if you saw this movie or not, because